Good evening. Well, I guess it's good morning. It's after 1 a.m. here. Good morning, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96. I'm supposed to be asleep. I tried to go to sleep. I took extra meds even trying to go to sleep. And to no avail. So now I'm up playing with pennies again. Penny, 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 penny. I'm going to open a couple rolls of pennies and see if I can bore myself to sleep. That's about it. I don't know what else to do. Uh, Hopefully, I can get to sleep here shortly. Open this first roll. I was going to have a duck race, but there's nobody here to be ducks, so that's all right. I'm getting used to it. It is what it is, what it is. Oh, fiddle. Gosh. I wish just once I could open a roll of pennies without shooting 3-4 of them across the living room. Oh my goodness. It is what it is. Oh, there went another one. That one hit the floor. It can stay there. I'll get it in the morning. Well, hello, Mr. M3 Kitty. Where'd you come from? You come out to see what Mama was doing? Yeah. All right. You can hang with Mama. She likes you. Let's see if we got the white AM. Nope. No white AM there. Nothing I want there. Nothing I want there. Well, this one's got a lot of shields in it. Nothing I want there. One of those. Hey, John Jacobs. Yeah, I figured Andy was going to be on all night. I went to bed, got back up, watched Jeep and John for a while. I can't get to sleep, so I'm just playing with pennies. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm yawning. I'm tired. I just can't. I'm so tired I can't go to sleep, is what it is. I'm just. I'm a little wound up about something. And when I get that way, my brain won't shut off. And it just keeps spinning the negative thoughts around. And I don't want to dwell on negativity. So I thought, well, let me get up and play with some pennies. And there's another one of those. Let's see if that will do me any good. Yeah, I ran out of sheep, so now I'm counting pennies. I guess that's what you got to do sometimes. And I was in a stream where I was interested in what the person had to say. They were discussing channels that scam people. And there was somebody in there that has in the past accused me of scamming people. That was part of a little group of people that ganged up on me a while back. And I started feeling very uncomfortable. Not because of the person running the channel, but just because this person was in there. And so I tried to go back to sleep. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. I'm supposed to be looking at this side, looking for a DDO, which is not there. But anyway, so I ended up getting back up and figured I'd go through some pennies and maybe find something that would put a smile on me little face. Oh. Actually, I got a package from Handy Andy today. It had 2 pennies for me and 2 pennies for M3. They were from the bucket. They were my bucket pulls from the other night. I gotta remember to. Oh, I got a Wheatie! I got a Wheatie! I got a Wheatie! I got a Wheatie! Oh, good! I'm glad you're here, Mr. Tai Tai. How you feeling? I know you're still in the hospital, but you're with us, so I'm very, very happy about that. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Y'all ain't gonna believe this. First, we got to look at this Wheatie, and then wait till you see what came right behind this Wheatie. Oh my God! Okay, I'm flipping this Wheatie because I can't wait. I can't wait to see the other one. The Wheatie's a 44, and that's great. But look what's behind it. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad I got back up and opened this roll. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's an engine. It's an engine. Look, I got a Wheatie and an Indian back to back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look, we got a Wheatie and an Indian. Woohoo! Oh, oh, oh my gosh. That's never happened before. What a killer roll this is. At the beginning, it was like all shield pennies. And then I got those 2 back to back. How exciting is that? Woohoo! Yeah, here's the Wheatie. I picked it up. And then I went to pick the next one up to line it up, and I saw the back of it and was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, poor Kay got bit by a cobra. We're lucky to still have Mr. Titus with us. Oh, I'm so excited. I got Indian head. Ah, I got one in the last box too. It wasn't in this good a shape. It was a few years older. It was an 1899, but it wasn't in as nice a shape as this one. I mean, this one's not perfect by any means, but nonetheless. Yay! Woohoo! I'm so excited. Put that over there. Put that right there. That's special. And we'll move on. See what else. This one's been nicked on the other side. It looks okay from here, but when you flip it over, it's got a chunky right there. I'm assuming that that's just damage and that that's not, because this whole coin's kind of funkified. Cobra tooth was in the bone of his big toe, taking anti-venom shots. Oh, that sounds terrible. But I'm so glad you were where you were when it happened so that you could get some pretty immediate treatment, because that could have easily been fatal had you not been right, in the hospital vicinity. Heart rate was above 260. Holy mackerel. Oh my gosh. Tituses are tough, buddy. I can tell you that. Tituses are tough. John, in case you don't know, my mom was a Titus. She was not from the same line as this one. His are English, mine are Dutch, but Tituses are Tituses. Yeah, really. Imagine if a child, one of the kids, they wouldn't have even known what happened to try and get help. That's so scary. So scary. And you are one lucky sucker. You are one lucky person. God was watching over you, baby, for all the good you do for those kids. God was watching you. And I know there are people that would say, well, if God was watching him, why did God let that happen? That's not how it works. I have people say that all the time about different things, but that's not how it works. It's like I tell people, they'll say, well, I prayed and prayed and prayed about this and nothing happened. I didn't get an answer. And my response to that is usually, maybe you did get an answer and the answer was no. There are some things that maybe the answer is no. For whatever reason, God says no. And you got to learn to accept that you're not going to get everything you ask for. And then there are, you ask for things and God grants them. Sometimes you got Satan in there sticking his ugly paws in. But in this case, God was watching over you, baby. There is no doubt that God was watching over you. And we are very grateful. Very grateful. Almost had. I can imagine. I mean, I've never been bitten by a snake, but I had a friend that was bitten by one of those recluse spiders, and he went through some absolutely horrific things because they didn't know that he had been bitten by the spider. They didn't know why. They brought him in the hospital and he was having seizures, and he was in there for months. And then they finally figured out why he was so ill. But by then, that venom from that spider had spread all over in his body, and he spent months and months and months trying to recover from that. I can't even imagine from a spider, is one thing, but a snake is a lot bigger. So I'm sure deposits much more venom, especially a snake like a cobra. I just can't even fathom it. I'm just like, oh my gosh, how do you even deal with that? Oh my. I'm so glad you two guys were here tonight when I got that Indian head, because nobody would believe me. That's why I almost always, when I'm doing a box of coins, will go ahead and turn the live stream on. And even if there's only one or two people or there's nobody, this way I have a record if I do stumble across something that awesome. Oh, I bet. I didn't even think about that. Having to extract the tooth. Oh, did you tell Andy I found an Indian head? Or did you tell Andy that Mr. Titus got bit by the snake? Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's, I'm not trying to stream over anybody or anything like that. I just like to keep a record of what I find in the rolls for myself. So I know what box did it come out of, and I know what box, you know, I know what bank it came from and that kind of thing. And so and really my microscope for some reason doesn't really like the software that came with it. It works better when I run it through StreamYard. And I got to tell you about this microscope. I've had this microscope since 2019 when I first started my channel. And I bought this one and it didn't work. And I sent it back and they sent me another one and that one didn't work. And I was trying to read my coins with my jeweler's loop, and Handy Andy bought me this. He sent this for my channel when I first started, and I've been using it ever since. So that's lovely. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. I know it's not a Wheatie by looking at what's on the other side, but I'll be darned if I could tell you what it is. Hey, Silver Slinky! Injected shots in the foot and toe. Oh, God. I've had shots in my feet before. It hurts. You don't realize how tender your feet are until somebody jabs a needle in one of them. Oh, I can't even imagine what you're going through. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, my gosh. Oh, you missed it. You missed it, Silver Slinky. You look what we got. Well, first, I got to do this in order. First, I got this, and I was all excited because I got a Wheatie. And I picked up the next penny to do it, and look what we got. An Indian head. A Wheatie followed by an Indian head. You can't ask for much better. Oh, and an M3 fur hair. So you can't really ask for much better than back-to-back treasures like that in a penny roll. That was truly awesome. So now I'm hoping for more in the next roll. Yeah, I was so excited. I was sitting here just talking. I was like, oh my God, oh my gosh. Because I just got up to do this because I couldn't sleep. I've been trying to get to sleep for a while now, and I dozed off on the sofa for about 20 minutes and got up, thought, okay, I'm gonna get up and go to bed, go to sleep. And as soon as I got in there, I was wide awake. Right back to being wide awake. So I thought, well, let me try some penny rolls and see if that'll bore me. And instead, it got me all wound up and excited because I got those two good coins back to back. So thank you, John Jacobs, for looking that up. Much appreciated. That was good. Now I'm back to a whole bunch of the shield pennies again, which would be okay if one of them had 2022 written on it. But not having that happen yet. And Mr. M3 is sacked out in the chair over there, gawking. He's watching me. He was in the bed asleep, but then when I came out here, he came with me. Oh my. Accidentally leaned on my keyboard. Don't want to do that. Sometimes it opens windows. I figured I'd just do 3 or 4. Hey, Jericho and Hercules are here. Hi. How y'all doing? We had a little excitement a few minutes ago. I got a 1944 wheat penny and I was all excited and picked up the next penny, and it was even better than the wheat penny. It was a 1907 Indian head. Okay, we're looking for the wide AM, but we didn't get one. Yeah, so I got a Wheatie and an Indian head so far in this little mini hunt. I'm on the second roll I've opened tonight, and those were both in the first roll, back to back. I almost wonder if someone had set them aside and then accidentally picked them up and put them in the roll. But since it's a machine roll, I don't think that's what happened. I think it was just a thing that happened. Nope, no wide AM there. Could you have a wrench, please? What would you like a wrench for? I'd have to start YouTube to do that, because you can't make somebody a mod from in StreamYard. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that function. That's one of the things I don't like about StreamYard, is that it does not allow you to, it won't even let you see who your mods are. Oh, Mikey had children tenders. Yeah, I'll do it after I get to the end of the roll. I just can't do it right this sec. Yeah, I wish they would add that function in StreamYard, because when you're in StreamYard, you can't even see who your mods are. And you can't make anybody a mod unless you open a separate window with YouTube in it. There you go. Hey, Mikey, you missed all the excitement. Yeah, you did. You missed the excitement in the roll right before this one. I'll show you the excitement when I get done here. I finish this. I'll make some adjustments. I'll open the other window. But yeah, Mikey missed the excitement. We got a Wheatie. And then we got an Indian head right behind you. There's a comment video for next week's giveaway. Oh, great. Yeah, I'll make sure I get that over there in just a sec. Like I said, I don't like, that's the main thing in StreamYard that I don't like, is that you can't really do your moderator business. Unless you stop and open a separate window, get over into YouTube, then you can do it. Oh, we got a Weedy. Weedy, Weedy, sweetie. Weedy, Weedy, sweetie. Anybody want to make a guess? In Discord, autocorrect got me again when I was asking for a Whitman album and it said a White Man album. Oh, that is a good one, Mikey. Yeah, you and that autocorrect. You got an issue with that autocorrect. It does like to mess with you, but I still think the funniest one is children tenders. Mikey was eating children tenders for dinner one night, according to autocorrect. But yeah, White Man album, that's pretty funny too. Okay, I'm gonna flip it here in a second. Let's see what we got. It's kind of dirty, funky. 1951. Well, it was kind of between what Jericho and Hercules said and what Mikey said. Oh, here comes Eminem and Eminem. Why are you on my table? Get off the table. Get off the table. Thank you. You fat boy. Yeah, Mikey, I did finally get your package in the mail. I got almost everybody's. I got maybe 2 that I haven't done yet. They're both, one's Canadian and one's got to go to Great Britain. So I haven't got those, but everybody else's went out. So tell whoever's staying in your condo, keep an eye open for your mail, because it's headed that way. And a 64. Let me do what I need to do here. See if I can get myself over in YouTube mode. Yeah, I think next week I'm going to go through my moderator list, because I have some people on there that are mods that never come to my channel anymore. And I'm just going to take them off, because, I mean, I'm not going to take them out of the channel, but they don't need to be moderators. They're not moderating anything. And I have plenty of mods to work with that do actually come in the channel. Yeah, I mean, people's tastes change, and or in some of them's cases, when they were made mods on my channel, they didn't have channels of their own, and now they do, and so they just don't have time. There you go. All right, Jericho, I got you covered now. I mean, like, a good example of that is Handy Andy 73.6. He comes in once in a while, but he does so much stuff on his own channel. He doesn't really have time to come over here and putz around in mine. Okay, what else was I going to do? Oh, it was handsaw. I say 9 pounds of wheat sets up a lot of different kinds of condition on the coins. Shell. Mussel Shell. Hi, honey. How you doing, sweetie? I didn't see you sneak in there till I saw somebody say, hi, Shell. Okay, now I'll show you guys what happened a little while ago. There was just me and hello, Mr. Titus and John Jacobs, and we were talking about Mr. Titus got bit by a cobra yesterday in Japan, and he's in the hospital. And we were talking about that, and I got a wheat penny, and I got all excited because I got this 1944 Wheatie, and I had it sitting under the scope and picked up the next penny and looked down, and this is what I saw in my hand. Right behind the Wheatie, we had this. And you know I got excited when I saw that. Yeah, I was going to watch the Freaky Friday today, and instead I ended up in an argument with my neighbor over a yard sale. It was not a good afternoon. So this is what I pulled right after I pulled the Wheatie. And I'm so glad that I had the camera running, because nobody would believe that I had a Wheatie and an Indian head back to back if it hadn't been live on the camera. So there it is. That was, these two were back to back in the roll. And it's a bank rolled roll, so it wasn't like somebody accidentally did that. It just, I don't know, but there they are. And then out of this roll that I just finished, I got that. So I've done 2 rolls, and both of them have produced something. So I'm just going to reach in and get another one. Yeah, I couldn't sleep, so I got back up and started opening pennies. Hopefully I'll get tired here soon. Just like I said, when things bother me, my brain won't shut off, and I just keep hashing them over, and then I can't sleep, and it stinks. I hate it. All right, roll number 3 of the night. And I have stopped throwing the shield pennies to the side because I'm hoping to find a 2022. So now everything's got to pass under the scope, even the uglies. All in hope of finding a 2022. Ooh, this one's chewed. Hey, Doug. Krish, appreciate it very much. Yeah, I will go back and watch part of Jericho's Freaky Friday. I had every intention. I even set the reminder, but I knew there was going to be problems with this yard sale, because even though the management told them they cannot keep any resident from setting up, that's exactly what they're doing. And how they did it was they just took all the tables for themselves and then said, well, if you want to set up, you got to bring your own tables, and you got to bring a tent, and you got to set up outside. Well, there's 80% chance of rain tomorrow. So do you really think I'm going to go set up outside under a tent? And I don't have any tables because they're not here. So then this guy, I don't even know who the heck he is, started telling me, well, you weren't at the meeting 2 weeks ago. And I said, no, there was supposed to be a meeting last night at 6, and you guys put signs up for it, but you didn't put it on the calendar. So the Bible study group was in there having their meeting instead. And I let the lady know last night that I wanted to have a table. And the guy's like, well, you weren't at the meeting 2 weeks ago. I said the meeting 2 weeks ago was when the sale was supposed to be on the 7th, and I wasn't going to be available for that. So why would I be at that one? But anyway, so I ended up in this. Oh, and then he accused me of lying because I said, well, 2 weeks ago I had just gotten out of surgery and I was doing doctor things. And so anyway, it's going to turn into a big ugly mess here in the apartment complex. And what's going to end up happening, because these people don't want to follow the rules, is that management is just going to say, okay, no more yard sales. Because you got to let everybody have an opportunity, not just certain residents. High less, buy less. Who else did I see come in here? I don't know. I wish you guys had been in here when I found that Indian head, though. Oh, I got so excited. I think most people would get excited if they were doing a thing. Dawn, look what I got. Look what I got. I got Indian. He had a weenie right in front of him. It was awesome. I didn't get to go detecting yesterday, and now I won't get to go for 4 days because the weather's going to be stinky till Tuesday. And I can't go on Tuesday, so it'll probably be Wednesday. I might get to go. Another 64. Yeah, that was awesome roll. I was glad that I got back up and started opening rolls when that happened. And there was only 2 people in here with me, but at least there was a witness. There was a couple witnesses. Yeah, we were just about to start guessing the date on my weenie, and I picked the next penny up to put it in line, to put it under the scope, and saw the back of it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Because we were so wrapped up in talking about Mr. Titus getting bit by the cobra. And so I wasn't only kind of halfway paying attention. And next thing I knew, I had a 44 weenie and an Indian head back to back. And then I have found another Indian head in the next roll. So we need to find something in this one to keep the stream alive here. And I did some earlier, and my brother showed up again, so that was cool. So that was really, really cool. All my Indian heads that I have found, I found in change. My very first one was when I was working as a cashier at a grocery store when I was 15, and I got one in my till, and that was pretty awesome. And I still have that one. And then the one I found in the last box, and then this one that I got tonight. I have some other ones, but I didn't find them. They found me. Let's look for the Y. Open spaces. Nope. Nobody home. Yeah. Hello is what his name is on the thing, but it's Ken Titus. And he works in a children's hospital with cancer patients in Japan. And I guess right outside of the hospital, he got bit in the foot by a cobra, and its fang went into the bone of his foot. He was very lucky that he was right there outside the hospital and was able to get immediate treatment. And we're also very lucky that it didn't happen to one of the children in the hospital, because they would not have even known what happened like an adult does. And so yeah, he's in the hospital, and close call, very, very close call. Scary thing to just be standing there and have something bite you that can take you off the earth. Okay, what am I looking for here? Looking for the close AM. Now I get the wide one. I want the wide one. I want the close one. Oh, got it. Yeah, I think he is, Dawn, but it's right now he's having to have all these anti-venom shots, and it's not something that you recover from in a day or two. And I know this because I used to do a lot of genealogy work for a doctor who is the head of a toxicology unit in a hospital here in the States that specializes in snake bites. Oops, turn this over, see if we got a DDO. Nope. No DDO. Nothing in that roll. All right, let's do another one. Yeah, it made me hurt too, boy, when he was telling me about it. Terrible thing to happen to somebody. And I hate snakes, because when I was a little kid, when we first moved to Florida, we had some company from out of town. So my sister and I were having to sleep on a hide-a-bed sofa in the living room. And I woke up and there was a snake in there. And of course, my sister and I were screaming bloody murder. And my dad came running out, and he got the snake and got it out the front door and killed it with a shovel. And it turned out to be a coral snake, which are deadly poisonous. And after that, boy, don't even get around me with a snake. I do not like snakes. I mean, I was like maybe 6 or 7 when that happened. I want no part of anything to do with a snake. I just, ugh. No, no, no. All right, this is the 4th roll. Excuse me. I got a little bit of heartburn too. That's another reason I can't sleep. But I created my own heartburn tonight because I made a homemade pizza. And I mean, it had half my refrigerator on it. Let me see, what else was on my pizza? It had 2 different kinds of cheese, pepperoni, ham, hamburger, green peppers, tomatoes, onion, bacon, garlic, and some other spices. It was a fully loaded pizza. I still have half of it left. It was really good, but it gave me a little bit of heartburn. little bit. Yeah, it goes that way. But yeah, I'm not a snake loving kind of person. When I was in high school, my friends were like, come on, we're gonna go see Alice Cooper. And I'm like, I don't want to go see Alice Cooper. I'll listen to Alice Cooper, but I don't want to be nowhere near that daggum snake. And they dragged me to see Alice Cooper. And when he brought the snake out, I had to leave. I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't do it. And many years later, I met him because he is another one of the Michigan artists. And he's a very nice person, but I don't bring that snake around me, please. I'm not interested in any kind of snakes. I always identified with that Jim Stafford song, I don't like spiders and snakes. Oh, why damn, please, no. Am I ever going to get one? Probably not. Let's try again for the why damn. Nope, nada. Well, I'd love to get another Indian head. I'd sell for a Wheatie at this point, you know. I would. If I got a second Indian head, I don't know. I might have some kind of fit or something. That would be outstanding. Ooh, we got a Wheatie, and I exposed the date. But we did get a Wheatie. Another Wheatie. Woohoo, 1945. Ooh, I don't even want to say what I thought when I saw that. It's pretty worn, but then again, you got to look at how old these things are. 1945. That's good. This is fourth roll, and only one of them didn't have anything in it. The third roll didn't have any treasures. The first one had a Wheatie, and then we got the Wheatie and the Indian head and the 52. And then the third roll, we didn't get anything, and now we got a Wheatie. So, we're doing okay. Doing okay. Getting some 60 stuff. It's frustrating when you get the 60 stuff because it's so close to the Wheaties, but it's not there. You know? And I have accumulated a bunch of those Philadelphia pennies. See if we got the close. Nope. Ooh, that's nasty. Almost got a roll of them now, Dawn. 74. I don't think that's anything but copper. Okay. Into the hopper with the copper. I cannot believe I am up at 2 a.m. I haven't been up at 2 a.m. for a long time except to be sick. But I'm not sick, I just can't sleep. I'll probably do one more roll after this one and then try and go to sleep again. But where's the elusive 2022? I need to see one of you. Oh, I know what's wrong here. Let me do something about this real quick. There. In my meds. Yeah, see, I took my meds a long time ago and they should have kicked in, but they have not done what they usually do. They've not really done anything as far as I can tell. I know I took them. That's not the issue. They're just not doing anything for me tonight. Didn't be Miss Scarlet. Come on. We're almost to the end of the roll and I got nothing here. Nothing, honey. My goodness. And I got this big long list of things to do tomorrow. I don't have to go anywhere to do them, which is good because it's going to be raining, but got off alive about an hour ago. Yeah, I was in a couple people's live streams tonight. I was in Handy Andy's for a little bit. I was in Jeep and John's for a little bit. I was in Michael Kittle's for a little bit. The BD. I missed a couple earlier that I wanted to be in. Not anything there. One more roll. Grab this one way out of the bottom of the box. Alright, I'll open one more. Here we go. Okay. Magnet Squad. I've never been a Magnet Squad though. Blackbeard J. Not into those. Oh, I was in somebody else's too. I forgot. I can't remember now. One of the Michigan gang. I have a lot of Michigan people that I follow. Why can't I think of who it was? It'll come to me later. But yeah, I know it was somebody in Michigan. I just don't remember it. And it was funny. I was laughing while I was in there. Nope, no wide AM there. copper. Stinky Linky. More Stinky Linky. More Stinky Linky. Come on now. I've had about enough of this. But wait, there's more. Too much new stuff. This is the way that roll with the Indian head started out, though. Yeah, I watched a couple of the things from the Grove, and I'll probably get myself in trouble for saying this, but as far as I could see, there weren't any actual just customers walking around the Grove. It was all just a bunch of YouTubers that went to hang around with each other. It didn't really seem like a true coin show to me. It seemed like a meet and greet. And I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying that, but that's the way it looked to me. It did not look like there were just regular clientele walking through. It was just all a bunch of people that went to hang out with each other. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It just didn't, it wasn't what I would really, you know, I couldn't stay interested, except that it gave me a chance to see some of the people who I have not seen before. But yeah, it didn't look busy at all. It just looked, yes, that's the one where people's rooms got canceled. I'm not sure who all it happened to, but I know it happened to a few people. I don't know how they resolved that issue, but, and truth be told, like I said, I'm probably going to get myself in trouble by saying this, because somebody will run right over and tell people that I said this. But a lot of those people all hang around in one channel, and some of them, and I am saying some of them, think they're better than other people in the coin community, and they are not. You know, you can give yourself whatever fancy title you want to give yourself, but when it all boils down to it, we're all God's children and we're all the same. And yes, Mikey, that is true. You are not supposed to film the dealers and their merchandise, especially, unless they give you permission. But because so many of those people are YouTubers, you know, they've kind of thrown that out the window, and the non-YouTubers are kind of segregated away from the other vendors. At least that's the way it looked in the ones I watched. Mad Stacker, and who else did I watch? I watched a little bit of Ida's before she went down this morning. So it was just from a room. It was not from the floor of the show. But yeah, I don't know what to think about that. But it's not holding my interest. Oh, Silver Seeker. I watched a little Silver Seeker. Yeah, I watched a little bit of Silver Seeker because I do like Silver Seeker. And I heard Ravenhawk was there, but I did not see Ravenhawk. So, what am I looking for here? Oh, I'm looking for a close item. Didn't get it. Well, I can understand why a dealer would not want their merchandise shown on a YouTube video, especially if they are a dealer that has a brick and mortar store somewhere and you are now showing thieves what they own. Yeah, I know he's there. I just didn't see him. Who, Ravenhawk? You don't know Ravenhawk? I used to be a mod on Raven's channel till I got sick, and then my bullies came out of that channel too, so I still go there sometimes because I like Raven, but his is another one that the channel is very busy and it's really hard for me to follow the stream with my eyesight issue. Oh, that reminds me, I have to tell you guys what happened today in regards to my biopsy. I hadn't heard anything back, and it's been 3 weeks. You know, I got the initial thing that 3 things that they checked came back negative, and then I hadn't heard anything for a couple weeks. So I called the doctor's office today. Now, you guys all know how hard I have been trying to move back to Michigan. And this whole thing has been part of what has held me up, is dealing with this eyesight issue. So I get the doctor's office on the phone and I told her, look, you know, I'm getting a little antsy here because I haven't heard anything. And she said, I called pathology, and then she said, but you know, we had to send this stuff out of state. And I said, well, where did you send it? And she said, well, it's at pathology at, drumroll please, the University of Michigan. Which is where I was trying to get to in the first place. So I'm trying to get to University of Michigan for care, and Virginia and North Carolina are sending my stuff to the University of Michigan. So that kind of validates that why I'm trying to go to Michigan, because that's where the good work is being done. So my biopsy samples are at the University of Michigan, and we hope to hear something more back on Monday. But I just could not believe, because I've been trying to convince people that there's a valid reason other than that I have friends in Michigan, that there really is a quality of medical care there that I need. And then I find out my doctor has sent my biopsy samples to Michigan. And so I burst out laughing when she said that. And of course, she had no idea why I was laughing, and I had to kind of explain to her what was going on. So, well, here's the deal, honey. I've been trying to get back to Michigan for over a year now, because I know that I can get better medical treatment there. And when I told her that, she thought it was pretty funny too. Yeah, I'm trying to get where my samples went. Isn't that funny? I'm not sure, Mikey, because when I got sick, I had worked my way up to the top of the waiting list for these senior apartments. Well, because I couldn't go, they put me all the way back down to the bottom of the list. So I'm on the waiting list again, and I'm having to work my way back up. And in the meantime, the price of gas and the price of all of the truck rentals and all of that has doubled. So now I'm having to sell things and try to get more money to make the move when I get to the top of the list. So, that being said, I was sitting here the other night and it occurred to me that one of my friends that lives about 30 miles from those apartments lives in a different set of apartments that are income based for seniors. And I have been in those apartments before. I know they're nice. And so I got a hold of him to verify that that's what it was. So he's going to be sending me an application for his apartment so I can be on more than one. And everything's got to line up. First thing that has to line up is I have to find out what's wrong with my eyes. We don't have to do the surgery or whatever here. I just need to find out what's going on. I don't want to leave in the middle of this. But then it's a matter of making sure I have enough money in place for the truck rental and the related deposits and all that kind of stuff. And then having a unit come available. Yeah. Because I had worked my way all the way up that list, and 3 days before I was supposed to leave for Michigan is when I had the pulmonary embolism and ended up in intensive care. That changed everything. The money that was collected and the money that I made from selling part of my coin collection is still in place. It's in a separate account that another person besides myself has to sign off on. So I can only use it for Michigan related things. And part of it was earmarked for my detecting trip to see my brother in Florida because that's what it was donated for. But that money is in a separate account. I don't deal with it except to put money in it. Like if I sell something on eBay, I put the money in that account because there's not enough there. If I had been able to move when I was originally supposed to, there would have been enough there. But now gas has doubled in price. The rental of the truck has doubled in price. The rent has not doubled, but it has gone up. So there's a lot of factors. But the hope is that I am moving at the end of August. Oh, I opened another roll, so now I got to do it. All right, Mikey. Well, it's 2 a.m. here in Virginia, Mikey, so I got an hour on you. I sat here and absent-mindedly opened another roll, so. We're going in 3.5 was to Florida. Yeah, that's where my brother is Florida. He is in the greater Orlando area. That's what I was trying to get the Enterprise plus car miles, just to go make that trip. Because I know that once I get to Michigan, I'm probably not going to be going back to Florida again. So, unless I fly down there or something. But, yeah, I need to go see my brother. Got to see brother. DDR. Okay. I'm so used to looking for DDOs. This one, possible DDR. I'm not sure. I gotta find out what's going on with the doctor, but that's kind of what it looks like. Like June first part of June. And I also have to make sure that that's okay with my brother. That was the original plan, but then he had some kind of laser surgery on his eye today. So I got to find out what's going on with that. I'll be talking to him tomorrow. When I called him today, he was napping. He's several years older than I am, and yeah, he was napping, and so I didn't want his wife to wake him up. So I'll get more info on that, Dawn. But see, that's part of why I'm pushing the doctor to let me know what's going on with my eye. So because other than my eye thing, my health it's pretty good. I'm not having any of the other problems I was having as long as I stay on the medication. Next Thursday, I have an appointment with my thyroid doctor, and that's the other one. I think they're going to adjust my meds, but yeah, we're going to load up the detectors and we'll go down there, see my brother, and go see some detecting people and come back. Oh, and I got to do my friend Tommy's ashes. I've got to take care of that because I don't want to take his ashes with me to Michigan. He doesn't belong in Michigan. I know where he's supposed to go. I just didn't get there because of COVID. I got some of it done, but I didn't get all of it. He had a number of places he wanted his ashes. And before I could complete the circuit, well, almost got in there. Yeah, before I could finish doing it, I was in my hotel room at Redington Beach, Florida. And it was the first day of spring break, and they started talking about how rapidly COVID was spreading, and all these spring breakers were there. None of them were taking any kind of precautions whatsoever. And with my history of autoimmune disorders, I was like, I got to get out of here. So I called Florida Thunder Digging with Rob and said, hey, I'm not going to make this beach hunt. We were going to go metal detecting at night at Clearwater Beach. And I said, I'm not going to make that. I said, I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to get up in the morning and head back to Georgia, which is where I was living at the time. And I ended up stopping up in Tarpon Springs, and Rob and I did a little detecting on a permission that he had. And then we went over to an empty lot. We didn't have much luck, but we had fun. We just didn't have much luck. And then I drove straight back to Georgia from there. I was like, no, shoot. I just knocked about 15 of my unchecked pennies into the box I've been throwing the junkers in. So I'm just going to grab the whole top layer off of there, which means I will be looking at some that I've already looked at, but oh well. So anyway, yeah, what ended up happening was I ended up not finishing taking care of my friend Tommy's ashes. So if that creeps you out, let me know that I have to take somebody's ashes with me. But I promised, and I'm going to see that it's done, because his family stunk so bad they didn't even pick his ashes up from the funeral home. They just left him there. And I ended up going down and getting them. Okay, this is supposed to be a DDR. Look for the DDR. What have I done? I have lost my whole chat window too. Don't know how I did that. Alright guys, I got a problem. There. Yeah, they were awful. They didn't do anything for him. It's a horror story. When the doctors were, he would still be alive, in my opinion, but his estranged sister was the closest person, and she didn't like him. So she basically would not answer the doctor's phone calls or anything, and basically just refused to give the doctors permission to provide treatment to him. And when I started making a stink, they had me ejected from the hospital. And one of his friends called and told me that she had moved him to hospice and had his feeding tube removed. And so when I got back down there, she had put him in hospice and left on vacation. Put her brother in the hospice to die and left town. Yeah. So I'm the one that did the memorial service for him. I'm the one that ended up going and getting his ashes. I'm the one that paid for his obituary. And I will be the one that sees that his ashes go where he wanted them to go, which is actually several places all in the same area. I've already done the long distance ones. Like part of his ashes are at Dale Earnhardt Incorporated in North Carolina. Part of his ashes are at the Daytona Motor Speedway. Part of them are at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tommy's all over the place. We had this weird discussion one night. We were sitting in a Waffle House. We had this weird discussion about what was supposed to happen to us when our days were done. And that's why I know what I'm supposed to be doing with them. Because I have a funeral plot, but he didn't have anything. So while I'm down there detecting and visiting brother and pretty much saying goodbye to people that I know down there, that's one of the things I have to tend to. So, but we'll try to get some detecting in, make some videos, some collaboration videos with some folks down there. I mean, I don't know how long you can stay, that's the thing, and I have to get somebody to take care of my cat here while I'm on this adventure, but I do have to see my brother. That's not, that one's not negotiable. Alright, I got 5 more pennies here. And I'm gonna try to go to sleep again. I didn't get anything in this roll either, but I can't really complain because I did I think 5 rolls, and I got 4 Wheaties and an Indian head. So, oh, I know. You have no idea how awful it was to see how these people acted. And the um oh heck, the chaplain at the hospice told me he had worked there for 14 years as the chaplain and that he had never seen a family do what these people did. He was so absolutely flabbergasted at what went down. He didn't know Tommy at all, except for him to come in to the place. And the chaplain from the hospice asked if he could come and speak at Tommy's memorial, and he did. He felt so compelled after seeing how pathetically that his family had reacted, that chaplain wanted to be part of his memorial, and he was. So it was something else. And Tommy and I were friends for almost 50 years. So 45 to 50 years, I kind of lost track. Since 1975. So, and he died in 2019. So, math is hard. Oh, what am I doing? I have 2019 on the brain now. 2022. Okay, June 19th is Father's Day. Yeah, we should be back by then for sure. Because I was thinking about going like on the June 3rd. Yeah, 44 years. I mean, I knew this guy for a long time. A long time. Alrighty, well, let's go back and look at what was found in my little adventure of no sleep. We're going to start with this. That was the first thing that I found. Right behind that, I found, are you ready, Freddy? I picked up a coin to line it up, and oh my goodness, that was there. And it is a 1907 Indian. So those two were back to back. Then I got another 44. Then I got a cruddy 51. And what is this? A 45. So that's what we pulled in my little I can't sleep thing. Of course, the Indian and the other one being back to back, that was the biggie for the night. And I pulled a whole bunch of those Philadelphia Mint Mark things. And a few older 60s. But yeah, the Indian was definitely the highlight. So before I go, there's 6 people in here. Let me see how many the Nightbot has on its list. If it has any on its list. Nope. I didn't set the Nightbot. So everybody that's here post, and I'm going to sign somebody up for a chance to win the Endo-May giveaway thing. So y'all get you a comment made real quick, and we'll pick somebody, and then I'm going to try to go to sleep again. Put that back under there because it's so much fun to have. So much fun. Hey, Benji. Oh, yeah, Sir Benji wasn't here when I told everybody about what happened with my biopsy samples. Sir Benji knows how hard I've been trying to get back to Michigan. Well, guess what, Ben? My biopsy samples are at the University of Michigan. Yeah, Virginia sent them to Michigan because Michigan has good medical. Go figure. I'm trying to get there, and my biopsy, part of my brain is there. Yeah. I just think it's so funny. Okay, what did I do with my pen? All right, everybody in. Let me see. Back to the Nightbot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Dawn's in. John Argent. Hi, John. John Jacobs and Silver Slinky. So I know I'm missing Sir Benji and John. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody's missing. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to wait too long because I'm going to try to get some sleep here. But it says there are 6 people in the room. 5 of them are on the list. Alrighty, I'm going to count to 10. And if whoever that last one is has not made a post, they're just out of luck on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're going to roll it. John Argent. John Argent gets an entry into the Endo-May giveaway. I believe that's John's first entry. You can get up to 5. Maybe more if you get one of the exempted ones. And we'll be doing that the last Wednesday of May during the live stream. So there you go. John's got an entry. And I'm going to try to go get some sleep. Well, Mikey left, but so I know it's not Mikey lurking. I'm not sure. It may be somebody from overseas too, so because I'm only sending prizes to US and Canada, so it could be, one of the international crowd that just didn't, or it could be Jimmy Lacari because he just lurks half the time. Who knows? All right, gang. You leave Tuesday to go to Wisconsin. Oh yeah, that event up there. I forgot about that. So yeah, I'll get with you on that, Dawn. Maybe this weekend after I talk to my brother tomorrow, I'll have more detail. Because there's a lot of things to put in that trip together, making sure there's places for us to stay and stuff, because I don't have, see, if I was going by myself, I would have just been staying at my brother's and driving back and forth to those places, but I don't know that you want to do that, so we'll have to figure the logistics of it out. All right, gang, I'm glad somebody was in the room with me when I found this little gem. That's a happy dance one right there. All right. Good night, everybody. I'm sure I'll see some of you tomorrow somewhere. Have a great night. Yeah, it's kicking in now. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye.